Hello, my name is Anna Davis, and I am participating in the Communication 101 course. I will now continue to show my audience. That's my camera operator, which is also my mother. Okay, I'll now begin to continue my speech. Hello everyone, have you ever had a picture in your head that you just want to get out but you can't? You can't say it, you can't express it in words. Or maybe you've dreamed something amazing and you can't explain it the way you want to. Well, I have a simple explanation for that, and that would be drawing. Drawing is an easy way to express yourself, and today I'll be giving you a few statistics on how drawing can be helpful, relaxation, how it contains process and elimination especially, and explaining some helpful tips on how to get your ideas on paper. First, some of my personal experience from art, it helps release some stress, especially if you're having a hard day. You can always find a quiet place, or maybe a place that you really want to go to, maybe your favorite place, or such as like the woods. If you really love the woods, you can always go there. Just find time to relax. Or maybe your favorite place is in your bedroom, listening to your favorite music. That's always a good way to start your art process. Even if it's just doodling, it allows you to get away from the outside world per se, just for a second. And the music helps a lot because it allows you to focus in on whatever you're about ready to draw. It allows you to not focus on the outside as much. And art is especially a way that you can express yourself. Drawing out of your imagination is something that a lot of people can't do, but it is a talent. And if you draw out of your imagination, you are creating your very own original artwork, which will make you have a feeling of accomplishment, especially if you like your artwork. It will also allow you to meet and express to other people about your feelings of art. Let's say you're having a conversation with someone that you don't know that well, and you end up bringing up a topic and it ends up becoming art. Well, if you have the same art preference, you just made a new friend. So art is especially, like if you go into today's society and you express your art ability, a lot of people will respond positively. Now that you have a little bit of knowledge about relaxation and what you can do with your art, now it's time to move on to imagining your art piece. Drawing your imagination can be a really difficult part of your art process, but it is always great if you continue to keep drawing even if you're unsure of yourself, or if it's not working as well as you want it to be. You just always continue and always try to do a good job. First, it was overwhelming for me trying to process my imagination onto paper, but eventually it became a habit and it became easier and easier to do. Never give up, always push for details. That's the main point of art, and especially push your imagination. It requires a lot of process and elimination because different types of artists like different things, such as different materials, different ways to draw. Some people like abstract and some people like realism. Even though those are completely different things, you need to try both of them to see which one you like better. Also, some artists like charcoal and some artists like paint, just for an example. And at an early stage, you really need to find out which one that you prefer, because then you can perfect it later on. Color is also an important part of art pieces. Some artists like black and white, while other people like vivid colors in their pictures. It's also important to see how well that color represents your picture. Like, let's say you're drawing a creepy picture, you may want it to be in black and white. You may, if you're drawing rainbows, you want it to be in beautiful colors. Now that you have an acquired media for your picture that you prefer, it's time to start expressing your imagination on paper. What you first need to do is just imagine an outline of your picture. Don't go for details just yet, just go for the outline. Picture it as vividly as possible in your mind and start putting it down on paper. After you've done this, then you need to start putting some minor details in, and if it starts looking good, just push your imagination even further and add as many details as possible. Now after this, you can actually start coloring your art piece if you want to. As I said, some people like black and white, but you can also add color to it. Some artists like different things such as shading and things like that, but if you just want your picture to be black and white, that is completely fine. And after the outline and after the color, then you could present it to anyone that you want to. Present it to friends, family. Trust me, everyone will love your drawing, especially if you put hard work and effort into it. Now that you've learned some tips on what to do when drawing, you can go out today and express your drawing to whoever you want to. I hope you've learned a little bit of insight on some drawing, and I hope that I helped, because I've been drawing ever since I was around 5, and I just hope that my little tips kind of helped you today with your drawing. So, art can be essential in today's life, especially it is to me. So go out and have fun with your drawing. Just be creative and use your imagination.